Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Caring for Tama, Bath Time, Grooming, and All the Funny Little Moments. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. If you're ever wondering how my day usually starts with Tama, let me just say this. It's always a blend of chaos, comedy, and pure cat-level drama. Today's vlog is all about giving Tama a long overdue spa day. Yes, including the one thing he pretends to fear more than thunder, vacuum cleaners, and the mailman combined, bath time. The morning sunlight had just slipped through the curtains when Tama made his grand entrance into the living room, stretching, yawning dramatically, and flicking his tail like a celebrity waking up from a luxurious nap. I whispered gently, "Tama, it's spa day." And in that very moment, Tama froze. His ears twitched. His pupils dilated. Then he slowly, suspiciously, backed away like I had told him the world was ending. But a promise is a promise. I scooped him up and carried him to the bathroom, giving him the pep talk of a lifetime. "You'll be clean, soft, fluffy, and beautiful." He wasn't convinced. The moment he saw the warm water in the tub, Tama immediately tried to negotiate his freedom by placing one paw on my shoulder and looking me in the eye as if saying, "We don't have to do this. I smell fine." But once the bath actually began, something magical happened. Tama realized the water wasn't lava. His body relaxed. He even let out a tiny purr. I gently shampooed his fur, watching as the water turned from clear to, well, let's say adventurous outdoor dust color. Tama looked both offended and enlightened. By the time I finished rinsing him, Tama stood tall and proud, like a soggy lion who had conquered his fears. And honestly, he looked so cute dripping wet that I couldn't stop laughing. After drying Tama with a warm towel and getting swatted only twice, we moved on to part 2 of our spa journey, the grooming session. Let me tell you, when Tama is wet, he looks like a tiny fuzzy gremlin. But when he starts drying, oh boy, it's like someone pressed the inflate button. His fur begins to puff out in every possible direction. He transforms from a sleek, mysterious feline into a walking cotton ball with limbs. I set up our grooming station on the couch. Brush, comb, treats, lint roller, for me, obviously, and Tama's favorite blanket. Tama approached it all with the energy of a celebrity arriving on a red carpet, slow, curious, and slightly judgmental. As I started brushing him, Tama began making his usual grooming noises, little chirps, mini grumbles, dramatic sighs, his full commentary track. But once the brushing became rhythmic and gentle, he melted into the blanket like a warm marshmallow. His eyes half closed. His paws needed the air. He was in heaven. Until I found the knot. Every cat owner knows the knot. The small but powerful tangle of fur that holds more resistance than a toddler refusing bedtime. When I reached it, Tama's eyes snapped open. He looked at me like I betrayed the entire cat species. We negotiated. I gave him one treat, then another, then another. Finally, Tama allowed me to brush out the knot, with a dramatic meow that sounded like he was narrating his own tragic tale. Once we finished, Tama stood proudly again, this time fully fluffy, glowing, and incredibly soft. He strutted through the house with this "I am the king" attitude, posing near furniture like he was waiting for a professional photo shoot. With Tama now fresh, clean, and beautifully groomed, I thought the spa day was over. But Tama had other plans. First, he began doing zoom eyes around the house, running full speed from room to room as if trying to dry his remaining damp fur through aerodynamic force. His paws slid on the tiles. His tail puffed up like a feather duster. He even stopped halfway just to shake himself dramatically, sending tiny droplets into the air like confetti. Then came the funniest moment of all. As Tama ran past the mirror, he caught sight of himself. Extra fluffy, extra puffy, extra majestic. He stopped. He stared. He tilted his head. Then he slowly raised one paw and touched the mirror like he was meeting his long-lost twin. I couldn't stop laughing. To finish the day, Tama curled up beside me, grooming himself proudly as if he had done all the work today. He let out a big, contented sigh and rested his fluffy head on my arm. And just like that, the chaos faded into peaceful cuteness. Even though it was just a simple bath and groom day, it became a memory filled with laughter, drama, and the adorable personality that makes Tama, well, Tama. Caring for Tama today reminded me of something surprisingly meaningful. Even the smallest routines in life, like giving a cat a bath or brushing out a stubborn knot, can teach us valuable lessons that apply to our daily lives. Tama resisted the bath at first, just like we often resist stepping out of our comfort zones. But once he allowed himself to try, he realized it wasn't so scary after all. In the end, he felt refreshed, lighter, and happier. Life works the same way. Sometimes we avoid new experiences, difficult tasks, or uncomfortable changes because we assume they'll be unpleasant. But when we finally face them, we often discover they're much easier than we imagined, and they help us grow. Tama's grooming session also reminded me that taking care of ourselves is essential, even when it seems inconvenient. Whether it's rest, self-care, or cleaning up our own knots in life, problems, stress, or overdue responsibilities, handling them gently and patiently makes everything better. And Tama's silly mirror moment, a reminder to celebrate ourselves, enjoy our little victories, and laugh more often. So today's advice is simple. Take care of yourself, embrace new things, and find joy in the small moments, just like Tama does.